What's up? What's up, North Philly Mo?
Hey man, I can't call a C. Just
Right.
another barn burner, man. Another one, as
Yeah.
DJ Khaled said, and another one, man.
You know, you know what? Don't even though the Eagles didn't have a lot of success in passing today, I kind of liked the way they was attacking Detroit, and I think the weather played a large part into how that ball was sailing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
uh, honestly, you know, AJ got 11 targets. Um, Smitty got 5 targets. So Saquon got his runs. So I think some of the play calling was kind of questionable, in certain times. But you know,
Especially in the red zone.
right? Yeah, yeah,
But they did what they were supposed to do: get a
right.
W at
But
home in front of the crowd. It's nothing
but you
better,
know,
man.
yeah, it was cool. Don't
What's up?
I today really losing the coin toss kind of played in the Eagles' favor today because in the second quarter and the fourth quarter, they was going against the win.
Right.
You- you- So I think that played a good part for them too.
Hmm.
So you know, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Because normally we
so
win the coin toss. We normally
hmm
get the ball in the second half. And when
right,
we lost it tonight, I said, man,
I
we got to
know.
start out on offense. I like starting out on defense, but
Yeah, I do too.
you
But
know,
that defense,
sometimes,
that defense different. That defense different now.
like I said in our last pod, the
Yeah,
screws are tightening up on the
right.
defense. You can clearly see that. Them boys be getting after it up front and on the back end. They playing like a unit, one
Yeah.
solid unit. And then you look at N'Kobe Dean, bro. He was out there playing Gibbs, man, and played
Yep.
him well on that route, on that one route. And then the next play, he was on Jameson Williams on the other side.
Right.
That's a linebacker going up against their two fastest players, or two of the fastest players in the league. And he was able to do that.
Right.
He's no
Yeah.
joke, man. He is no joke. He is showing why he won the Buckus Award in college for
Yes.
being the best linebacker.
Yeah, he's that dude. He's that dude. He's that dude. And it felt like a playoff game. It
Oh
felt
yeah,
like a playoff
it
game
did.
today. Two
It
weeks in a
did.
row.
Hmm.
2 weeks in a row. I just think the cool. The crazy is them questionable calls that Nick made last week and this week.
Hmm.
He won't make them
Going
moving.
forward.
Going forward. No, he won't.
Hmm.
He won't make them calls no more. He,
Yeah.
he got that bullshit out of his system. He got it out of his system. Yo, I mean, because you saw
Oh
his
man.
face. I mean, I understand. No, that's a punt there.
Hmm.
You don't have to match Detroit stupidity. You know what I'm trying to say? Because
No.
Detroit, if they would have decided to kick field goals in three of them situations, they would have been in the game.
Hmm.
They would have won the game. You know what I'm saying? It's
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You
It'll
just
get itself a
let
better chance.
no. He left so many points on. I mean, he at the 5 yard line. You know what I'm trying to say? And you gonna go
Unbelievable.
for it? That.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they went for it on fourth down 5 times and was 0 for 5. Like,
Mm.
who does that?
And
And
then
you know what?
he
They,
punts
they
at the end of the game when 5 minutes left.
look, and the pundit's gonna say, well, that's Dan Campbell. Instead of saying, that's some dumb play calling.
Yeah,
That's dumb, if you ask me.
yeah,
Just because they say that you go for it on fourth down, more so than any other team in the league, don't mean in them situations you have to do that. But since you did, thank you. We appreciate you because we
right.
stopped you. every time.
Right.
So, and they scored under 10 points, bro.
I
That's
know,
supposed to
right?
be a prolific offense coming in, averaging 31 points a game, and they got 9 points. Nine.
Yeah,
How you like that?
yeah, they didn't play smart.
Mm-mm.
Not even when they scored the touchdown, the guy going
Oh, yeah, jump
crazy
on.
celebrating. And he over there
That was
laughing
wild.
and smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his ass,
man.
his ass to catch the bus back to goddamn Detroit.
Hey, it cost them
You
a
know,
point.
yeah,
And in those type of
yeah.
games, every point comes at a premium. And when you can get them,
Mm-hmm.
you got to cherish them because you don't know when you're
Yeah,
going to get them again. So, I mean, for us to
yeah,
win, what, 16-9? Great win.
yeah. We had some crazy penalties too. I
Yes, we did.
mean, I mean, it's like Mulata held the guy on a Saquon run. I'm like, this dude, you ain't even had to hold him. You
Oh,
ain't had to
yeah.
hold. He wasn't getting there
No, he wasn't getting there.
because
Saquon was already past him.
and he had a lead block. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
had a blocker right there with him.
Yeah.
The tight end was right there with him. So it wasn't no reason for him to do that. That was crazy to me. I'm like,
Well,
dude,
he,
you know.
it's just instinctive, you
No,
know.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that I think from what I watched today, there's a lot of things need to be cleaned up. So
Oh, yeah. They definitely got to clean some stuff up. But what about the brotherly shove, when it was, what, fourth and a half a yard?
hmm
And then you had Tyler Steen. He kind of like put his hand down, and then the guy had his hand in the neutral zone, and he basically was, once he go in the neutral zone like that, and Tyler Steen hit him, hey, that's a penalty on the defense.
yeah, I know that's what the ref was saying that they missed that call. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I I contributed both some of that like our last time. Our center wasn't there. Our center wasn't there.
Yeah, you
You,
talking about Cam?
yeah, Cam went back to the locker room.
Yeah, he
And
did.
it's just
Toth came in.
yeah, and I'm not. I know he's been playing the last couple of weeks.
Hmm.
No,
But he
but
ain't Cam, you know,
no, and I knew he wasn't getting that. I knew he wasn't going to get it
on
because
the
if you
brotherly
watch
shove.
that, I watched it. If you go back and watch the tape, the center
He's not down low enough.
he extended himself so long that he
Hmm.
could not get the leverage that he need. I'm talking
Right.
about he needed to take two more steps up or
Hmm.
half a step and got underneath, where he can use his power.
Right.
But he didn't even he was stretched out already, so he couldn't have his leverage. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I knew right there we wasn't getting it because, I don't watch that brotherly shove 100 damn times, 200 times probably. So I know I look at
Yeah.
that offensive line, I could see, when we get ready to mess up. So,
Hmm.
but the saying is, a W is a W, and we keep it
Dub is a
moving.
dub, bro.
Yeah,
I take it.
yeah,
I take it.
you know,
Yeah. We got the dub. It was a hard fought football game between, you know, two tough defenses and two really good offenses. And look, we came out on top. So the question is, what they gonna say next? Because they was basically saying that Detroit was the measuring stick for us. Like how? They already had 3 losses. You know what I'm saying?
we
I
don't
just
give a
don't
shit.
understand that.
Man, we don't give a shit about
I
that.
know, but it's
Yeah,
just I like to
I'm not.
make a point of it because they always talking about the the teams that are on our schedule that's going to give us problems. What about us being on their schedule giving them problems? They never mention that. They always talk about the teams that's going to give us problems. But
Right.
whatever, man. We got the
I was
dub.
listening.
It's
I
all that
was listening
matters.
to ESPN. They had like Randy Moss on there.
Hmm.
Um, they had Randy Moss, Alex Smith, and I forgot the guy from that played for the Patriots. The defensive player. They had him on there,
Hmm.
and and they
What was
had
they
they
saying?
had they had Rex on there. they was just basically saying they was talking about the AJ Brown thing, and you know,
Blowing it out of proportion.
it's not that they blown it out of proportion. They was kind of just trying to say, you know, the Eagle. I mean, they need to get the ball to AJ Brown and yada yada yada. But the
Mm-hmm.
point I'm trying to make here is force feeding AJ Brown almost cost us that game today. You see what I'm saying?
You think they was
Um,
force feeding them?
yeah. hmm
What makes you say that?
Because some of them passes that they was throwing to AJ Brown was uncatchable to me. And I'm not saying I don't know if the wind took the pass or what. I just thought not playing like we normally play. Now, towards the later part of the game, then we start running and passing. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we have to do. We came out there like passing 6, 7, 8 times really early. You know what I'm trying to say? And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I understand you're trying to get them early, but you got to do it in the flow. You can't do that. They're key on them. So once they got down to the, like the fourth quarter where they was doing it like pass, pass, run, then
Mm-hmm.
it was more natural. And I think that's how they have to play it. I was okay with them passing the ball because I truly believe that we have to, lack of a better word, loosen up the defense
Mm-hmm.
somewhat. Um, but I just think it has to be the passing have to be in the flow of the game. So that's how I see it. But I mean, I don't. I want AJ to get the ball because he's a hell of a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I want him. I want it done in the flow of the game because I think that becomes more natural, and then the team is not out of rhythm because typically we run on the first down, but you could throw on the first down sometime too.
Mm-hmm.
But we was throwing on the first down and then throwing on the second down and then throwing on the third down. And that's not us. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And
Plus,
and
it's
like
winter. It's
yeah,
cold too, man. So.
well, I don't think the weather was a too much a factor. I think the wind was because I was like it was just windy all on the East Coast. Like my daughter had lacrosse this week, and I mean today, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about it was almost like a sandstorm because all the dirt was
Yeah.
just flying. So what I'm saying, and then driving down the highway, cars was going like this. I'm not exaggerating. It was windy on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So I say all that to say is I think wind played a big part of that game. But I think if the weather wasn't bad and the wind wasn't blowing, we probably would have blew their asses out. You know what I'm saying? We would have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
because
only
I
reason I
mean,
was saying cold is because this is the time of year where you run the ball because the defenders don't like tackling, especially a running back coming downhill with speed. Look, man, they make business decisions, man. They be like, "Ole." You see it all
yeah,
during the winter, during the winter
yeah,
in football. Cats don't want to
yeah.
tackle them running back, especially if they big and strong and fast, and powerful. They don't like
Right,
doing that. So
right.
this is that time
Yeah,
of year where run the ball.
yeah. But
So
like I said, we got to win. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Defense once again is MVP.
absolutely.
Um,
Oof, they play lights out, man. I'm talking about up front in the secondary. Oh my God, bro. They look good, man. And they only gonna
they
get
did.
better. They only gonna get better.
Yeah,
look at Dory Jackson out there.
yeah. He made
Okay.
one. He made
All
one
right.
damn play.
All right. No big deal.
Yeah. No,
You
but
know
he
what I'm
looked
saying?
better. He looked better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
we can just go ahead on and let the defense do what the defense do, bro. Because they look
Yeah.
good. And like I said, they're only gonna get better.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We got to, like I said, we got a dub, so we keep it moving.
Hmm.
So
Who up next?
yeah,
Cowboys?
Cowboys. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess I see you when I see you, brother.